anything before I go to bed or eat anything heavy before I go to bed because I'll get heartburn. I hate it. Oh man. Yeah, I'm fine now. But I seriously thought uh I seriously thought I was gonna end up like Matthew Perry. I'm not on any opioids or anything else, okay, for my back pain. All right, all right. But something happened to him where, in his addiction, he took so many opioids that he blew out his intestine or his stomach, and he was on life support, and he only had 2% chance of coming out of it. So here, Jim was going to the pharmacy actually to get medication for me, because I've been having a lot of panic attacks because of my pain issues, and I think with what's going on in the world too, we're not gonna get into that, but but when my back pain gets to a certain level, I go on full-blown panic attack, okay? And so, since Jim isn't working, he lost his job and everything else, we don't have any more health insurance. We're working on it. We're trying to get that straightened out, okay? So, I can't go to my primary care doctor and ask for the visceral. It's all right. I can't. The healthcare system in America sucks. Okay, especially in Oklahoma. It's a little bit better in Jersey, though. All right. So he was the other day. This is the day after Thanksgiving. He was going to the pharmacy to get the visceral. Right. You know why we were getting the visceral? Because 2 days before that, I was in the Country Hick Hospital here and stuff. Because of my back. Okay? Hold on. So they gave me visceral. So my stomach was getting worse and worse and worse. I called Jim up. I said, I feel like my whole stomach's going to blow. He said, well, call the ambulance, Vic. Call the ambulance. Call the EMTs. And that's what I did. Now, New Zealand, too. My grandmother was born in New Zealand and stuff, and they have socialized health care. So does Australia, so does Canada, but you don't want that either. Okay? And we can talk about that another time. Believe me, you don't. Because the wait times to be seen by a doctor, and let's just say if you have cancer or whatever, it's just, not good. All right, so the pharmacist, because I didn't have visceral for a while, the pharmacist that we know said to Jim, well, you know, Vicky can take Benadryl. Benadryl is the same, almost the same as Visceral. So Jim got a whole thing of Benadryl. Well, guess what? On the box, it would say I could take Visceral every 4 to 6 hours, right? And I took 2. Well, within 2 days or whatever, and we would write it down on the board like what I would take with this medication. And here, we would write it down, and it just seemed like I was on a roller coaster with anxiety. Okay, and I couldn't get off. Okay. It was like never ending. Like I was just like, so when the EMTs showed up here, the one guy, they all know me, okay? All right. So the EMT guys said it seems like you have colonic something whatever, and it's because of the medication. He took a picture of the board for the emergency room doctors, and it turns out to be that I had like 18. I took 18 pills in 2 days or something. I don't know. And so it was pretty bad and all that stuff, right? And but I'm okay now. No acid reflux, no stomach issues. But for a couple of days or for a day, I had to take medication where it would coat my stomach, and then I could eat and all this stuff. But it felt worse than child labor. I swear. I swear. It felt worse than labor pains. I was like, oh my God. But I'm feeling rocktastic now. you know. Yeah, but for the past 2 days, I only got like maybe 8. Yeah, and I was afraid I was gonna either end up like Matthew Perry, or I was gonna have ulcers, or I was gonna have internal bleeding, or whatever. They did do like a CAT scan, on my stomach, whenever, and they said that I have on my right side, I have like a kidney stone, a little one, and a cyst on my kidney, which is not cancerous and everything else. It's, you know what I mean? But yeah, I was like, yeah, this is not good. And that same day, I was actually afraid to take any medication because I didn't want to end up back in the hospital again. But yeah. I don't blame the pharmacist and all that, you know. He didn't instruct us to do every 4 to 6 hours or whatever. We just went by the box and whatever, you know. But yeah, I'm. This is the same cigarette, by the way. I keep lighting it up. But but for the past couple days, I've been up because my mind's just thinking about things. And no, I haven't been diagnosed as being manic depressive or bipolar or whatever. It's just when I get so hyped up and thinking about things, about how the world's getting, I worry about him too because he was stressed. We were bumping heads a lot for the past couple of days. And then when I stay up, it's like he's just stressed out too because of the health insurance and the money. Crap. Do people still do the whole Vicks on the bottom of their feet and then put socks? A friend of mine years ago, because sometimes I would get migraines. A friend of mine said to me, because we had no like Tylenol or whatever, right? Or I just, I had a bad headache. And she said, take Vicks, right? And put some Vicks on your temples with a cold wash rag over it for your migraines and stuff, and it works quicker than Tylenol. But as far as with putting Vicks on the bottom of your feet, you could do that, but I think it would dry your feet out because of the menthol in the Vicks. You could put like Vaseline on your feet. I have Gold Bomb foot repair that works good. Because my feet and stuff get so cracked. Because of the coldness and walking on, like the marble floors or something like that. When I was a kid, when I was a kid, I always had stuff wrong with my feet. And the doctor, my pediatrician, said to my mom it was probably from the grass. Well, Kiwis, people from New Zealand, are infamous for walking with their bare feet. Kiwi power, baby! All right? And so the doctor had my mom and my grandmother get cocoa butter, like Palmer's cocoa butter, right? And get vitamin E. You put one gel of vitamin E, you put that in with the cocoa butter, and they used to rub my feet with it. I haven't done that in years, though. I just talked to a guy. Well, I was in my insomnia stint from New Zealand. Because I'm working on a project and I saw them, they were from New Zealand, Palmer, New Zealand, and stuff. And I said, hey, hiya, I saw you were from New Zealand. Well, my grandmother was born in New Zealand, in Wellington, and I went on. You know how I talk, okay? Like on and on and on and on. Well, I put this comment like, so